Night falls differently in the jungles of Brazil. The air becomes heavier, the insects grow louder, and the forest floor begins to move. Somewhere in the darkness, 8 legs press softly against wet soil. No web, no warning, no signal of its presence. Unlike most spiders, this one does not wait. It hunts. This is the true story of the Brazilian wandering spider, a creature once recorded in the Guinness World Records as the most venomous spider on Earth. And the terrifying part, it doesn't stay in the jungle. It walks into homes, it hides in shoes, and sometimes it travels across oceans. The Brazilian wandering spider belongs to the genus Phenutria. The name itself translates roughly to murderous. There are several species within this genus, but all share similar traits: large bodies, long legs, and venom powerful enough to overwhelm the human nervous system. Unlike web-building spiders, these hunters roam the forest floor at night in search of prey. Insects, small mammals, amphibians, anything they can overpower. During the day, they hide beneath logs, inside banana plants, under debris, and sometimes inside human dwellings. This is where the nightmare begins. Brazil is one of the most biodiverse countries on Earth. Vast rainforests stretch for thousands of miles, and rural communities often exist alongside wild ecosystems. The boundary between civilization and wilderness is thin, and in these borderlands encounters happen. Documented medical records from Brazil show hundreds of bites per year attributed to Phenutria species. Most victims survive, but survival does not mean safety. The venom is neurotoxic. That means it attacks the nervous system. In severe cases, loss of control over breathing can occur. For children and the elderly, the risk is far greater. Before the development of effective anti-venom treatments, fatalities were recorded, particularly in rural areas far from hospitals. One of the most unsettling characteristics of the Brazilian wandering spider is its behavior when threatened. Most spiders retreat. Phenutria does not. It raises its front legs high into the air, exposes its fangs, and lunges forward. Witnesses describe the posture as almost theatrical, like a miniature predator standing upright, warning its attacker. It can strike repeatedly, and it can move fast, extremely fast. Reports describe speeds approaching a sprint across the ground, faster than most people expect from a spider of its size. Now imagine stepping barefoot onto your bedroom floor in the middle of the night. In rural Brazil, many homes do not seal perfectly against the outside world. Cracks in doors, gaps beneath windows, open-air ventilation. The wandering spider needs only a small opening. There are documented cases of people discovering them inside clothing, beneath pillows, inside kitchen cabinets. But one location appears again and again in medical reports: shoes. The warmth, the darkness, the protection. It's a perfect daytime hiding place. Doctors in Brazil often advise residents to shake out footwear before putting it on, because once pressure is applied, the spider will defend itself. One widely reported case involved a man in southeastern Brazil who slipped his foot into a work boot at dawn. Within seconds, he felt a burning sensation, then searing pain. He pulled off the boot and saw the spider inside. He was transported to a local clinic, where his symptoms escalated quickly: sweating, racing heart, rising blood pressure, muscle tremors. He survived, but only after receiving anti-venom. Doctors later described the venom dose as clinically significant. Had he waited longer, the outcome might have been different. The venom of Phenutria is complex, a cocktail of powerful toxins that interfere with calcium channels and nerve signaling. Scientists have studied it extensively. In fact, one of its toxins became infamous not just for its lethality, but for an unexpected side effect. In some male victims, severe envenomation has been associated with prolonged, painful physiological reactions. This unusual symptom gained international attention and became the subject of medical research. What makes it disturbing isn't just the symptom itself, but what it reveals about the venom's potency. The toxin disrupts nerve communication so aggressively that it can override normal biological regulation. This is not just a bite, it is a neurological assault. But the story does not remain in Brazil. In the early 2000s and continuing through the 2010s, multiple reports surfaced from Europe and North America of suspected Brazilian wandering spiders discovered in banana shipments. Bananas are one of Brazil's largest exports, harvested in regions where Phenutria species naturally live. During transport, spiders can hide within the clusters. Occasionally, they survive the journey. There have been confirmed cases in the United Kingdom, Germany, and other countries where grocery store employees discovered large spiders emerging from produce boxes. The media response was immediate. Headlines warned of the world's deadliest spider found in supermarket. Public fear surged. While confirmed bites outside South America remain extremely rare, the possibility is real. A creature evolved in the rainforest, now appearing beneath fluorescent grocery lights. In 2005, a shipment of bananas in the UK reportedly contained a spider, later identified as a wandering spider species. Authorities were called. The store was evacuated. Pest control teams responded in protective gear for shoppers. It felt like something out of a horror film, but for biologists, it was a reminder of globalization's unintended consequences. Nature travels with us, whether we invite it or not. Despite its fearsome reputation, it is important to understand something crucial. The Brazilian wandering spider does not hunt humans. It does not seek confrontation. Most bites occur when the spider is pressed against skin, trapped, stepped on, or disturbed. Its response is defensive, not aggressive in intent, but aggressive in reaction. However, that distinction offers little comfort when the fangs penetrate. Medical data from Brazil suggests that, while thousands of bites occur, only a small percentage are classified as severe. Antivenom availability has dramatically reduced fatalities in modern times, yet the danger remains. In remote areas, delays in treatment can still be deadly, and for small children, even moderate envenomation can escalate rapidly to include respiratory distress, requiring immediate medical intervention. Why is Phenutria venom so potent? The answer lies in evolution. On the rainforest floor, competition is fierce. Prey must be immobilized quickly. A wandering hunter cannot afford a prolonged struggle. Its venom evolved for speed, for efficiency, for dominance. And humans, unfortunately, share enough neurological similarities with its natural prey to be vulnerable. There is something uniquely unsettling about this spider. Perhaps it is the way it moves. Perhaps it is the fact that it does not rely on a web, meaning it can appear anywhere. Perhaps it is the defensive display, legs raised like a warning from something that knows its power. Or perhaps it is the knowledge that this is not a legend, not folklore, not myth. It is documented, studied, and recorded in medical journals. In Brazilian cities like São Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, urban expansion continues to push into natural habitats. As forests shrink, encounters increase. More homes are built near former hunting grounds. More people unknowingly step into territory once ruled by silent nocturnal predators. And every year, hospitals treat the consequences. Yet despite its fearsome title, the Brazilian wandering spider represents something deeper than fear. It represents proximity. How close we live to the wild. How thin the barrier is between modern life and ancient ecosystems. A wooden door, a rubber sole, a cardboard box of fruit. That is sometimes all that separates comfort from crisis. Imagine this scene. It is late. You walk into your kitchen. You flick on the light. And there, in the corner near the refrigerator, something large shifts slightly. Not a shadow, not a trick of the eye. A spider, legs extended, frozen in place, watching its body low to the ground. No web, no barrier, just space between you and it. Your next move determines everything. Most people will never encounter a Brazilian wandering spider. Most who do will survive. But the fear it inspires is rooted in something primal. Movement in the dark, unexpected pain, loss of bodily control. The knowledge that something small can override something large. It challenges our assumptions of dominance. Scientists continue to study Phenutria venom not just for understanding its dangers, but for potential medical applications. Paradoxically, compounds derived from deadly toxins sometimes become life-saving drugs. What evolved as a weapon may one day become treatment. Nature is rarely simple. It is layered, contradictory, dangerous, and fascinating. So is it truly the world's most venomous spider? Venom potency can be measured in different ways. Toxicity to mice, documented human fatalities, aggressiveness, delivery efficiency. Other spiders, like Australia's funnel-web species, are also extremely dangerous, but Phenutria earned its title due to measurable venom strength and a medically significant bite history. Whether it holds the absolute #1 position is debated among experts, but its reputation is earned, not exaggerated. In the end, the Brazilian wandering spider is not a monster. It is not evil. It is not supernatural. It is a predator shaped by millions of years of evolution, perfectly adapted, efficient, and sometimes fatally effective. But what makes its story so compelling is not just its venom. It is the way it walks freely, unbound by silk, unseen until it chooses to stand, and when it does not hide. It rises, tonight, somewhere in Brazil, As the rainforest breathes beneath the moon, one of these spiders leaves its shelter. It moves across leaves, across soil, across the invisible boundary between wild and human. It is not thinking of danger, it is not plotting, it is simply surviving. But for the person who unknowingly crosses its path, survival may suddenly become a race against time. Because sometimes, the deadliest things in nature do not chase you. They simply wait for you to step closer. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the dark and strange.